What's up? It's your boy Robert, the Aftershock Presley, and I'm on this video talking about the times that I spent in the mental hospital. And if you were tagged on this video, that means you reacted to it in social media. So I've spent this year in 2019, mostly the last half of the year. I've spent 3 days in a mental hospital format. The first one was about a week, and I was actually sent off for that one. And the last two were I was remained in the local hospital under minimum watch, just because I wasn't what you call suicidal or anything like that. So the first time I've been to a hospital, it was in, I want to say late September, late August into September, I think. October, and it was somewhere in that time frame. And anyways, the last year prior to that, there's been building up to all this depression and sadness, and I mean, it was really heartbreaking. Really, I devised a plan to get myself killed. I had the balls to kill myself, so I basically had a plan that I would follow through with, that once I'd done it, I would get shot. Like, once the police got there or whoever, they would shoot me. That way I wouldn't have to do it myself. And so that was my plan. I'm not going to tell you the exact plan because it's very, I don't want you to change anybody's way if they already think about me. I know they already think I'm crazy. And if I told you my plan, I wouldn't probably talk to you again if you're watching this. But I had a plan devised to not only hurt myself but others, and it's not fair to myself or those other people, especially those other people that would have got hurt. So anyways, I just happened to got to the point where I was tired of it, and it was either get myself killed or go through with this plan that I had devised, or go get some help. And through the cloudiest, shadiest darkness, I seen a glimmer of light, and I was like, well, I'm gonna jump on this glimmer of light and go get some help. So I got a ride to the hospital. My aunts, both of them, my Aunt Des and Mandy, they took me. I'm gonna tag y'all in this because I love y'all. They picked me up and took me. And I walked in, they asked me what was wrong. I was like, I'd rather talk to the doctor and triage about it. So I went to the Monroe Hospital, talked to the triage nurse about it, and they put me in the sharpless room. There ain't no sharps or anything in this room. It's a pretty safe room for the most part. And anyways, I had a telepsych person a few hours later, I should say. A telepsych person, which is somebody on a internet connected, almost like a, I don't know, face-to-face type thing over a computer, come and talk to you, and they figure out what they're going to do, and they decided to send me off to Kings Mountain for a week. And I spent the process going there. You have to wait a little bit till they get ready, and so it was a long time. About the midnight that particular night, like, Mr. Presley, we're ready to transfer you to whatever. So the Union County Sheriff's Department, really nice guy. He was just got hired on there. That was his job, to transport people like me to wherever their mental hospital that they were going to. Mine was Atrium Kings Mountain. And so, they put me in cuffs and all that, make sure I wasn't going to run or anything. I'm like 500 pounds. I'm not going to run anywhere. And if I do decide to run, chances are you're going to keep up with me. You probably won't outpower me, but you'll keep up with me. But for the people who can't outpower me, that's what tasers are for. So, anyways, I cooperated. I wasn't trying to be uncooperative to these people. They were nice people. Um, then finally got to Kings Mountain and did the intake. They tell you what height, weight, tell them what's wrong with you, what kind of feelings you have, and what brought you here, and they decide what kind of medicine plan and some type of plan they give you. And, so, but for the time being, they give you a sandwich because if you're hungry, because I'm bad, I'm going to be hungry. So I was hungry. They put me in a room, 115 was my room number. There's about 25 of us in this particular hospital, through the week, I met some really cool people. I thought I was crazy until I got there because there is some legitimately crazy people in these places. And, life has driven them crazy. It's kind of like it's drawn me crazy to the point I was at. But we did little group activities, we one-on-one with doctors, the group activities help more than you would think. I wasn't in it at first. I was staying in my room, coloring the coloring book, I'm going to be honest with you, that's what I was doing, I just wasn't wanting to associate with anybody. But they finally got the right concoction of medications, and by the third day, I was like, let me get in this bitch and let me join these people, because it's what's going on. It actually helps you get out a little bit quicker. And then the fact that they got me a good concoction of medications going, they had me a good concoction of medications going, so I was ready to get out with the public and with the rest of the people. So I started meeting the rest of the people there, a lot of cool people, one of which I still talk to, and I'm going to send this to her, because she's a really cool girl. I actually talked to two of them, so, and I ain't going to say their names, but I'm going to send this video link to both of them, because both of them had a big impact on my stay there, because they were cool people, and they're still cool people. Anyways, the rooms themselves are like a old motel room. Like for me, it was. I mean, it's a plush, sharpless, edgeless, rounded off 1950s hotel room. That's basically what it is. They're really nice. It's just really old. You can tell that you can feel the oldness. I didn't know how I was going to get home, so finally the day that came that I was going home, I'm like, how am I going to get? I'm going, well, Mr. Presley, we got a taxi service ready to take you back to your home in Monroe. I'm like, well, that's cool. You have to wait on them for about 3 hours. You're on the list. I'm like, oh. So I waited a few hours for the list. I got to eat me a little lunch on the last day because I ate me a lunch, and about 30 minutes later, Mr. Presley, you're ready to go. I had my clothes on. I'm like, yes, I haven't seen the sun in a week. I want to see the sun. It's an institutionalized living style, but it helps you. And for people who's on drugs, it's a big help because there's a lot of people in there that's recovering from meth and heroin. And I mean, people that's not so far gone that they're all stinking and stupid looking from years of use. It's younger people, really, people younger than I am, that's just on it, and it's good that they got help. Anyways, the last two visits, they were strictly medication management because I had to go back to my own self, playing with my medicines. And I was like, well, I didn't need to do that. So the second time I went, I stayed for 4 days in the Monroe Hospital in their unit. And their unit consists of basically a bunch of pods, and you have a bed and a TV. You didn't get the TV at Kings Mountain, so I will say that's the plus. Except when you were in the day room, which it was rarely open. Anyways, the last two stays, they were strictly but antidepressant medication management. And got right, started feeling good again, and I was able to leave. But, that's just what it is. And that's talking about my stays, experience in a mental health facility. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. If you have any, my social media, whatever. You can add me on there and ask me. You know, I'm an open book. Anybody who's ain't got any questions, you just come and ask me. You guys have a good day. Hope you have a